You guys ready to go check out this Goodwill?
Yeah!
Woohoo!
These Asics are in really nice shape. A little dirty on that toe. $6. Yeah, I think those are a buy for sure.
I like these.
Okay, I don't know what these shoes are yet. Holy cow, somebody's playing the piano really loud. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a quality shoe. Can't read that font. Cobb. Square. I don't think we're going to get them. Because as a general rule, I only buy floor shines. I didn't even see these sitting here. But I was about to say, as a general rule, I only buy floor shine. Oh, those are not, man, those look just like the good floor shines, but they're not. Okay, those look interesting. Nike Shocks. $6. Let's. Baby, your feet, that's a no. Your feet are way too little. That is a man's 7.5. And that will clean up. I think those are probably good. Are these Crocs? I don't think they are. Made in China, non-marking, generic Crocs. Those would be really good if they were Crocs. These are interesting. Primus brand Texas Longhorn. And I don't think that Primus is necessarily a brand that's good. I don't know it. But Texas Longhorn Chukka boots. These are a really good example of what not to buy. These are the floor shine wingtips. And they're in reasonably good shape, but they're black. And they are not a 5-nail. And they don't have the original heel. If they had the original heel, they would have a V cleat, and if they were old, they would have a 5-nail. This is a pretend high-end shoe by the same company that makes the high-end shoe, but these will not sell. And Florsheim Imperial wingtips in this color with the five nails and the V-cleat would be $100.
So I'm in Goodwill, and a buddy of mine from a while ago walks in, and we caught up for a while, and he walked around with us while we shopped and just talked about life, and I didn't get a lot more recording done, but I did buy a whole bunch of stuff. So let's look real quick at what I bought that day that was already sold, which was 2 days ago. This Rocksmith guitar cord. It's a guitar cord on one side. It's a USB, or maybe it's HDMI. On the no, it's USB on the other side, and it's for plugging in a real guitar into your PlayStation or your computer, I suppose. I don't really do a lot of that. I play acoustic guitar, and I normally don't even play it plugged in. So anyway, I knew this would be worth something. I bought it for 97 cents. It turns out it was new in package inside the busted up cardboard. It had never been opened, and it sold for $25.99 in less than 48 hours. So there were these two Xbox 360 games. They brought out a brand new stock cart, and it had a handful of 360 games on it. And I went to pricecharting.com rather than trying to figure out the eBay's comps. This thing averages the eBay comps and gives you a good idea of what a game may or may not be worth. Just a kind of a quick reference. There's a whole lot of nuance that it misses, but it's worth checking out. So anyway, the games were $1.99 a piece, and you can see that the Simpsons one sold for, and the orange box Half-Life sold for that. So I made some pretty good money, and those turned around in less than 48 hours. I think I significantly underpriced this clock. It sold in an hour. It was not a super high quality clock, but it was Nightmare Before Christmas. It was $2.19, and I got home and I kind of started looking at the comps, and I priced it for $10 plus shipping just to sell it. And I thought it would hang out for a couple of days, couple of weeks. But it definitely sold in an hour for $10. And I made some money, not a ton. Here's one where I voluntarily made a little bit less money. These Walking Dead books are used, and it's volume 1 and volume 3. And while the sell-through rate and the comps were pretty high, like $20 on the volume 3, the volume 1 was $10 free shipping. So I put the volume 3 where I wanted it to be and then just threw in the volume 1 because it wasn't worth listing by itself, and it didn't add a tremendous amount of value, but it did add a tremendous amount of weight. And so shipping these medium mail, that wouldn't make a huge difference, but I just thought I've only got 50 cents into it, and if it helps that 3 sell faster and I don't have to mess with shipping them individually or letting that one sit forever, I just thought it would be worth doing. And they sold in less than 48 hours for like $23.
You guys can imagine, 5 kids, Q4, I've been terrible at making videos, but I got a chance to come to this store by myself, so hopefully I'll get some good footage, find some good finds, and teach you guys something along the way. This is a fantastic Christmas album. That's pretty generic hat. I want you to think it's cool, but it's not. They're in a really, really nice shape. $8. These were here the last time I was here when I was editing a video, and I was like, man, I should have got those. They're still here. $9. Haans. These are in really nice shape too.
So this was a really cool looking piece, but it was a really cheap material, like ceramic glass, super thin poured plaster.
They're nice looking. Oh, they're cheap. Eddie Bauer. Made in Korea. Man, those look vintage when I walked up. Made in Korea. They probably are. $10. It's a nice looking boot. Oh, those are those Clarks. I saw those before. It's a really nice looking boot, but I'm not trying to buy them today. Kid shoes. Those are weird, but nothing. This is a box full of power tools. That Firestorm used to be super good. $70. I'm not buying it for that, but dude. Oh, she's such a mess. That is awesome. But she's so dirty, I can't take that. That's cool. Just walking by the men's rack, that looks promising. Rustler by Wrangler. Made in Bangladesh. I still think that. How much is it? $2.48. $5.49. That's probably worth it. I'm not sure what you guys have seen, what you haven't. I know I did a lot of clothes that you guys haven't seen. So let's look at what we got. I decided against buying these. I am getting the Haans. I think you saw me pick this thing up, and it's probably not the best idea in the world, but I think it's fun, so I'm buying it anyway. Keyboard that I had in my cart, but then when I looked more at it, one of the keys was melted, and it didn't have the battery back. So I skipped that because if it doesn't work, it's totally worthless, even if it is only $2.19. There's nothing crazy in these clothes. Blatant I don't remember what the name of this is. I looked it up the other day when I was in here. I decided to go ahead and get it. I've always done well with Oregon Duck stuff, and this is some vintage starter, so I'm sure it'll do well. This will fit me, 2XLT chamois, Duluth Trading Company. So I'll probably try to sell it, but I suspect I'll end up keeping it. This has just got a cool look that always does well. Pearl snaps, red, white, and blue. It's a vintage brand Whistler. All of those shirts are $2.49, and then the jeans that I got are all $5.99. And this is some vintage starter 2, Chicago with the classic 3-stripe arm. $2.48 if memory serves. Yeah, so that's a good one. These I think Asher will think is really neat if I put them in a stocking. They're going to be for for a classroom. They're like blocks that you build shapes out of for understanding geometry, and she's a geometry teacher. And then I always pick up vintage Chinese checkers because they're super cool. Maurice is just a mall fast fashion brand, but the premiums seem to have a good sell-through rate. Miss Me, these had good sell-through and really good comps, and so at $6 I think I'm going to make $20 a pair on them. And then this is another Maurice's, and they have the white stitching, which seemed to do okay. There was one that didn't have that white stitching, and I left it at $5.99 because I didn't think they would sell for $20 plus shipping, so I didn't think it was worth my time. Picked up these Born, and they're not $4.50 like that says, they're $5.99. But they are blanket, and when you look up Born blanket slides, there's 4 listed, there's 15 sold, so these probably gonna have a pretty good sell-through rate of about $25 plus shipping. So keeping with the Born blanket, these are $7.99, a little bit more money, but they seem to have pretty good sell-through at about $50 or $60. They're not in great shape, but I think I can work on them a little bit and pull $60 out of them. So this is a situation we encounter as resellers quite a bit. It's coming up against the price of shoes written on the sole. And you guys have seen this before if you've been with the channel a while. I use Rain-X, and I'll show you why. Here is the Rain-X, and you just shoot it on there real quick. It doesn't really do any damage to anything else. You could use a brush or whatever, but I just want to show, like, literally I'm wiping it away with a little bit of my fingernail, and I was afraid that it would, this would be hard to do with these soles. They're kind of a strange gummy foam, but I mean, you can still tell that there was something there, but with very little bit more work. I mean, I just did this one, and you can't see it at all. Maybe if you hold it exactly in the right light. But anyway, these are Haans. I picked them up for $6, and they should bring me about 40. Like these, where it's $4.50 B, in a real textured area. Just a fingernail brush, and it melts completely off, like it was never there. Rain-X is my tool of choice for that. You can get Goo Gone. It's probably got acetone in it for whatever reason, but I think it works super well, and I've always got it around because I pick it up at estate sales for $1 a bottle, left in somebody's garage.
All right, well, I think that's probably going to do it for the video for today. It's been a couple of days worth of video, and hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you took something positive away. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel out tremendously. And if you're not subscribed, would you consider subscribing? And let's talk about the things that you wonder about in the comments. And so, as I always say, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.